Hi YouTube, Nasty Nate 888 here again with the YouTube video. Today we're gonna bring a fun little game to the table. It's an English game. We're playing lately the last couple of days. I've been playing random actually, so just I've kind of learned most of the civs. There's a couple I'm real iffy on still, such as the Byzantines and maybe the Malians, but for the most part, I feel like I can play all the civs on a pretty, you know, decent level. Not great, obviously, but when you have to have 16 different civs in your arsenal, it's a lot to think about. But I've been playing, I've been practicing different civs, and today is going to be a fun one because we're going to not only be playing English, but as you'll see over here in the towards the center map, there's a large body of water. So right away here, I think we're just going to go over to see the whole map and show you guys what's going on. As you can see, we have a huge pond in the middle of the map, so there's plenty of deep sea fish in here. It's gonna be great. I guess there's also this little pond here for the pink and the orange players. Well, we're gonna go ahead and speed things up here. So right now, I'm just, I found some deer and some wood on the corner, which is always nice to have. You always want to try to start on deer with pretty much any civ if you can help it. But I don't really need it. So much because of the water, of course, but it's always nice to get a little jump start on your food in the early game so that you can get to your age up. You want to put about 5 or 6 workers on wood, of course, but then anything after that can go on to food in the beginning, just so that your shipping economy, your fishing economy is not going to get off the ground super fast because you probably won't have enough wood to even build your first fishing boat for a minute, and then it takes some time to ramp up, especially with the deep sea fish. I think they take some longer to harvest, but they bring back a lot more. So you always want to rally right to the deep sea fish if you can. Try to build your dock as close as you possibly can to one of the deep sea fish if you scout water. So right now I'm kind of scouting out with my king, seeing what's going on. This game, I see there's gold, plenty of gold and stone. Even scouted a relic pretty early on here, and finally able to get a fishing boat out. So we're starting to rally and rally more. Like I forgot to rally my scout scout around the map, but as it turns out, I think in this game we're in a pretty decent location here. We don't have too many opponents on our side of the map. I think I'm gonna scout them out pretty. Go ahead and look and see. We only have purple really close to us. Red is also decently close as well. But aside from those two players, it looks pretty awesome for us. I mean, we even have this little like ridge here that's kind of blocking red from you know having an open avenue of attack towards us, which is great. Purple has put himself up in this little alcove up here, and yeah, looks like a couple other players are also moving onto water. Red is probably the farthest ahead on the water right now with the 8 fishing boats. My 7, and then 10 now, and then orange up here as well. He's got 7, so the 3 of us doing well in the water, and then meanwhile pink has his own separate fishing pond over here. He's doing great. And then finally I scout purple. I realize he's okay, this guy's pretty close to me. We might want to think about dealing with this Japanese player real quick because as you know, the Japanese kind of have a pretty big power spike in Castle Age with the samurai and the mounted samurai, so we want to be careful, want to be mindful of that, of course. I did throw down the Abbey of the Kings just to kind of move out with my king and harass. Not really planning on making any archers against in this game. It's so I think typically going for the Abbey of Kings is a little bit better these days just because you get the free king. Of course, I've forgotten about him and I could be out harassing purple probably at this point, but but I do see that he's pretty close. He's tucked away in here. I guess he does have some exposed spots though. And oh, here's okay. Let's slow it down and slow things down here. So I did identify that there was this kind of a stealth forest here. So let's look at purple's vision and see if he does see this now because these workers right here. I believe he probably didn't see this go up. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure he would have reacted to it. He is getting his own fishing economy now, but was able to throw my white tower up in the stealth forest here. and he didn't really react in time. He wasn't really paying attention, it looks like. But sometimes it's hard to notice that something's on your map, you know, if you're not looking at it directly on your screen, if it's just on your mini map and you're not getting an attack notification. So this is an advantage you can exploit a lot of the time against, especially players who aren't the top level players. And meanwhile, I'm decided I'm gonna I'm not just gonna build this here and leave it. I'm gonna you know, continue to pie push. So I finally remembered I had a king and I brought him up here. And I'm gonna start, you know, this white tower can actually produce a lot of different types of units, as you can see here, pretty much anything. So trying to see what it looks like. Purple's also getting involved on the water fight with blue up there. So this is doubly good for me, you know, like if I send my king in here to kind of harass him, and then meanwhile on the top I'm starting to push in. I probably should have just left these lumber mills alone and just started going, but I did build a ram here out of my white tower. So we're just going to keep funneling out units from here, and now we can quickly work these down. But our opponent is trying to quickly get up his. He's still stuck in H2, so he's going to have the samurai. He's not going to have the hardened ones, unfortunately. Like he didn't get the upgrade, but we will have some units to defend. But I've got my early men-at-arms. I think I got the up. I thought I got a barracks at home. I guess I haven't researched the upgrades yet. I probably don't have the resources. I was just not enough gold right now. Those upgrades, but meanwhile we're pushing in here, and you know he's trying to take out my ram, but I just pull it back and I you know take out his villagers and his samurai that were trying to deal with that. And now you can see he's kind of in a tight spot, right? Like looks like blue kind of held his own, defended himself. I don't know why he tried to attack blue up there. There's all these other people on water, including myself, that he could have been trying to annoy. He could have ignored water completely, but for some reason it's definitely not something I would ever recommend doing as a you know, especially in a big pond with lots of other players. But it didn't really, in most ponds, you know, you don't want to necessarily start a water war, because for one, you know, that you're investing, it's a huge investment to make those ships that are only good on water. It's only denying your opponent those resources. Not really, unless they're attacking you already, it's not really doing anything to benefit your economy. It's just, or even kill your opponent. So it's like, you can see here blue, I guess, decided to return the favor now, of course. And purple's, you know, he's really in a lot of trouble now. And this is, you know, pretty much all he has. He's at 41 supply, 32 econ, 10 military. Meanwhile, you know, I'm supply capped, but my economy is so much better. Military is stronger, and you know, you can see purple, he doesn't have a lot of hopes left. I'm surprised he hasn't actually left the game at this point, but he's going to try to make another stand with these he finally got the hardened samurai upgrade. What's a funny thing that happened right here is I thought this army was dead, so I pulled some of my guys back to regroup for the next round, but then of course then I realized, oh wait a minute, my you know, I've got the men-at-arms, and they're actually doing better than I thought. And now I'm just going to go ahead and keep pressuring. I got some rallying in. I think I need to start breaking down this side, but as you can see, you know, I've got a couple rams here now, more army than he does, and there's not a whole lot that a purple player can do. He's starting to rally finally into the town center. Should be pulling these out and trying to break these rams, but he just eventually, of course, gives up, which you know, finally we realized, okay, yeah, I can't win here. So that's nice. I'm gonna be picking up my first kill, and I'm gonna be giving myself some breathing room here on this side of the map. We also do notice there's a second relic up here as well, so I'm gonna pick those up in a bit. Let's see what's going on in other corners of the map. So you see pink and teal are really going at it over here. Looks like pink has decided he wants to destroy teal, and it looks like he succeeded. So he's gonna pick up that kill. Where's that king at? I don't see the king at the moment, but headed to blue. Huh. Yes, or maybe put it on water. Maybe he got picked off. Maybe that's why he got eliminated. Anyways, I believe pink did get the kill. Oh, maybe not. 200 supply, so no. Oh, red got a kill. Okay, red just picked off. Looks like I missed something down here, but Red just picked off the green player. And now him and orange are gonna start going at it. Now looks like orange has more, so he'll hold his own for now against red. Meanwhile, I'm moving down here. I've decided that you know, I want to clear out the other player. I want to start thinking about the other player. I noticed he's still in age 3. He hasn't like gotten to age 4 yet. He must be fighting or building an army. And if I clear out red, I realize that, you know, if this guy goes out, then I have this whole left side of the map all to myself, because I've done a king check at this point, you know, and I know where everyone is. And I'm you know, I'm just putting up a wall. This is a very nice little wall here. I can just deny that area, and then here we come into red's base, who's also, you know, he's fighting orange up there too, so he's not got a whole lot to defend himself. At this point, I think, oh, it looks like we're gonna fight. We want to, you know, it's a pretty big army. I don't want to like sacrifice all my guys by clicking this just yet. I want to clean up his army first, and then I want to, then I can focus that town center down. Got a nice little spread of crossbows and men-at-arms to deal with his men-at-arms, and there we go. We pick up a kill. Now we've got 2 on the board, so we're doing real well here. For ourselves, we're still on water. We've never been really harassed on the water. You know, we just made a bunch of fishing boats, 25 fishing boats, so solid economy on water. And now, you know, we're in age 4 now. We've got our build here. Here we go, the Worm Guard. Yeah, we built the Worm Guard. I didn't end up using it much this game, I believe. I think I could have actually built a Berkshire instead, maybe in the back or something, but you know, it's always nice when you can afford it to get the Worm Guard, because of these you know, the Worm Guard Rangers I think are pretty good. Some of these other ones are like a lot more cost efficient than you know, these are like elite units. Some of these are more expensive. Worm Guard footmen in the Rangers, but the army also I think is a lot. It's just like you get a Treb for a lot cheaper than you would otherwise. This one here is also, I think, a bit cheaper than it would be otherwise. But I'm not really planning on going into horses at this point, you know. I just want to kind of expand, take my side map. See, I'm building all these towers here just to provide vision. I don't want anyone landing in whole. I was thinking this might be one of those maps where people try to sneak a transport convoy of army across, just land on the beach and, you know, and storm me. So around, sneak up behind. So I want to get vision on all the water on my side of the map here. Yeah, just sit back and, you know, I want to max out. You know, I don't need to take any more. I've got 2 kills. I'm feeling comfortable. There's really no need to you know, to force any issues here. Looks like we found another relic here. Maybe we didn't realize that right away, or I'm not even sure if we realized that at all. But oh, here we go. Okay, the monk's coming to get that one. So we got 3 relics now. We did get attacked by this player Pink, I think, and so we did make a little bit of you know, I built these Carracks. These are the capital ships for English. We're gonna go ahead and, now that we have a few Carracks and we're feeling good about our economy, about our place in the game, I'm gonna go poke out the map and see. I'm gonna get some more information. I see there's only 2 players left. There's Pink and there's Orange, and I know I believe they both have a kill or 2 each. Let's take a look at Pink. He's got, oh, he does not have a kill. Okay, let's take a look at Orange. Huh. So maybe neither player has a kill somehow. I was pretty sure that Pink killed at least this player, and it looks like he got this player as well. This player left the game. Oh, this is very strange. Maybe he just forgot to build more houses, perhaps. Maybe these players deleted their kings on water. I guess that could have happened too, but I didn't notice that. Game. So I'm feeling bad. These guys are fighting each other. I'm in like the best position I can be. Right, these 2 players, they're fighting each other. I'm sitting back on 300 supply, not being attacked. So this is like the ideal situation for anyone, right? In the end game. I had this the same thing happened to me where I was one of the players, unfortunately, in the engagement. And, you know, it's like it's almost always the person who, even without the supply cap, just being able to bank all these resources, completely max out, get your perfect army before you attack is always amazing. So as you can see here, I decide, okay, you know what? Those guys are pretty far away from me across the water, so I'm just gonna go ahead. Instead of going around one of the directions, super long walk, you know, and then they'll see me coming from a mile away. I'm just gonna land on the beach and try to snipe one of these players. So I think what I see here is that, you know, Pink's king is up on the water up here. He's pretty well secured. However, Orange is he's still in his town center, and he's not too far from the beach here. What I'm gonna do is fill up my transport ships with, you know, a big army, send my warships forward to clear the area, and then I'm going to attack. Try to snipe. I decided to try to snipe Orange, obviously. Yeah, we can see, unfortunately, now that these players seem to be above 200 supply, which is a huge shocker to me. I thought for sure they were both 250 this game. Seems that perhaps not. Perhaps they're king. Perhaps no one found the king. Perhaps more likely it seems like they did the whole transport ship trick, and they the kings were lost. Any along the shoreline here. Sometimes when the transport ship when they get eliminated, sometimes the king will be dropped off along the shoreline. So for that big. Oh, sorry guys, I missed this. My attack here. Here we go. So he didn't really see me coming, and I was able to snipe him without him even reacting. I wish I could have observed that on his camera, his perspective, but yeah, he didn't even see it coming. I didn't attack. I tried not to attack him until, you know, I was right here on his top of his town center, and I just right-clicked it down, and then right clicked his king, and took him out of the game. So now we're feeling great, right? We're 350. Our opponent somehow didn't get any kills. Missed his chance, and now we have a huge advantage, right? So what's interesting is what you're gonna see though. What happens is kind of, I almost make a huge mistake here. So Pink, I know Pink's moving his army here. I think he attacks this wall at some point, but I send my whole army up here to, you know, to wage war on him. Like probably looking for my army. He's like, well, okay, well, where is he? You know, let's see that from his position. But he's got. I'm gonna go. Okay, I need to go attack yellow. It's time. You know, this guy. He's probably a little worried at this point. And then he sees. Oh no. But he doesn't see it yet because I haven't even right-clicked anything. But he's gonna see it right now. Here we go. Okay. So I'm like, okay. I know his king's on water. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any villagers with me. So I decided I'm gonna snipe his landmarks. However, he is a Jushi player. That means he has a lot of extra landmarks. And what I didn't realize was. Well, I guess he realized I was going for the landmark snipe, I guess. So smartly, he decides to build. For some reason, he didn't migrate into his proper dynasty yet, into the Yuan dynasty, and he he just realized it, and also at a convenient time for him to save himself from being eliminated here. But he's also trying to do the same to me, but I haven't realized he did attack my wall. So I'm starting to rally a new fresh army. I deleted some of my, I think I deleted all my transport boats. Yeah. And then maybe some villas or something so that I could make sure I had a strong army at home to defend. And then, meanwhile, I'm destroying his whole infrastructure here, so he doesn't really have much that he can do. It looks like his attack is going to, unfortunately, fail. He is. I don't know what these units are doing. I guess he's distracted right now. He's looking for my king, which is back here in the keep. But I do send some men-at-arms down there. However, that's a lot of cannons, so I do have a bit of a tough time. He does get my monastery, unfortunately, and my Abbey of Kings. If I lose my relic income there, my 3 relics have gone down. However, I've pretty much decimated, you know, most of his base. He's trying to, you know, get up and get going over here now on this side of the wall. Well, I guess it's not really. Oh yeah, it's a wall. Okay. What I should have done was just send a transfer boat that's a bill over here and made, you know, just made a friggin' dock and just the carrack and just went and sniped his king. But dead. Oh, where is his king? I don't know. Oh, here it is. Okay, he has it. That's smartly. He has it over there. Okay. So we're starting to destroy him, and his attack is pretty much whiffed. And you know, from here, it's pretty much he only has 100 supply. I'm still maxed. The poor guy, he's in dire straits, right? I'm just trying to clean up his base, make sure I'm safe, you know. Yeah. He's desperately trying to rebuild over here. He does have a bunch of barracks out, you know. He's got, so, you know, he has a lot of bank there, so he's getting up. Presley has a huge number of palace guards. So I think I do get caught off guard a little bit by this amount of units. I wasn't expecting him to have this much over here. I think he pushes me back for a minute or two. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, okay, let's go. I'm pretty sure at this point it's gotta be over here. The only thing that makes sense to me. So, but then I run into this huge army of palace guards, and of course I have to regroup and reassess here because he has a lot more than I was expecting. Economy's shot. Now he's out of money, which I'm not aware of, but what I'm aware of is he has this decent sized army, which is now, I've whittled it down quite a bit actually with that, but I did lose that fight. So I've decided I'm gonna re-rally like right here by these ships and maybe be able to keep here, I think. Then I decide back up, let's regroup the whole army together, and then so if he came down here, if he kept pressing me, I would have these ships to help me out with that fight. And from here, we have a pretty huge army. We're at 215 military, and he's only at 72 now. So he does kind of poke, and we see that he doesn't want to mess with me there. And I think once I move up here, this should seal the deal in this game. So anyways, yeah, that was a fun little game on the water. We took advantage of some early situations. A king's white tower in the stealth forest, and then some nice snipes and some nice storming the beaches of Normandy, type style play with sniping some of the other players. So that was kind of fun. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the game. Catch you in the next one. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Peace.